Welcome to Field of View with Nerd Street Gamers, your weekly dose of gaming news. I'm Darf coming to you live from the Fountain of Dreams, and this week seems like it's a bunch of fever dreams, so let's unpack it. In the surprise announcement of the season that no one saw coming and nobody wanted, Nintendo have unveiled Kirby Fighters 2 for the Nintendo Switch, available now as a digital download. And I have to ask myself, looking at this game, why Nintendo? Why? Seriously, who asked for this? This is just the laziest Smash clone ever. It's like someone took a look at Super Smash Bros. And said, you know what the problem with this game is there's too many characters that people might want to play. What if we just stripped them all out of there and had it so you could play like 4 characters from the Kirby franchise and also 20 different versions of Kirby in a hat? Seriously, they said, do you want to play as Link or do you want to play as Kirby in a Link hat where you can slash with a sword? Because I know which one's more fun to me. It is the laziest game ever. Even the menus are a direct ripoff of Smash Brothers, and I'm pretty sure they just used the same code and stripped out some of the character models. Seriously, this game is like the drugstore variant of Super Smash Bros. And some kid is going to do a terrible job of explaining the game they want this Christmas and be stuck with this one instead. Look, Nintendo, if you were going to make a lazy Kirby game, the least you could have done is take a page out of your own book and make a lazy remake of a good, interesting Kirby game. Like Kirby's Air Ride or Kirby the Crystal Shards for the N64. Those games would be smash hits. Instead, we've got Kirby Fighters 2. And apparently there was a first one, but I didn't even know that existed. Speaking of games headed for the trash heap, Farmville is being shut down, folks. The beloved farming simulator that spurred many articles about gaming-addicted elderly folks is now going to be getting its doors shuttered on December 31st when Adobe stops supporting the Adobe Flash Player. Zynga have announced that they're closing down the game, as well as closing the game's store on November 23rd. So this is going to be interesting. This was the hot craze for so long. And if you think back, all of our tiny digital animals have been abandoned, starving in the nethers of cyberspace for years. So maybe it's good that they're finally going to get taken out back behind the barn and put out of their misery. Amazon are joining the latest gold rush in gaming with their cloud streaming service, Luna. Now the idea here is that you're streaming a game from some other machine to whatever device you're holding, be it a phone, be it a tablet, be it a computer, using their service, and you should be able to play the games with near to no delay. The way this particular service is going to work is that you're going to pay them a $5.99 fee a month to subscribe, and you'll get access to the Luna catalog of games, which currently consists of about 50 titles, and then you can also subscribe to specific developer channels. First one teased is Ubisoft, to get their whole library of games on top of it. So it's kind of like the cable package of gaming. Now it's already becoming a bit of a crowded space. They're going to be competing against services like Xbox Game Pass from Microsoft and Stadia from Google. And Xbox Game Pass right now seems to be the heavy hitters, trying to pitch themselves as the Netflix of games. They've already got the audience with Xbox and PC. They've already got the attractive plan pricing with Xbox Game Pass already existing. And they've got a huge catalog of game studios under their wings already with Microsoft Game Studios and new acquisitions in Bethesda. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this market plays out. Right now, Luna's only in early access. You can apply to be part of that early access, but look out for it to soon be available to a wider audience. Meanwhile, Stadia has just been left alone, like the little brother who got shoved into a locker and forgotten about, and we'll see if they ever recover. Amazon also have a Luna-specific controller that apparently somehow lowers your latency when streaming games, but frankly, who really cares? It's just an accessory. Koei Tecmo have teased the next Dynasty Warriors game with Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, taking Dynasty Warriors to a new generation of consoles, and really all the consoles, Xbox One Series X, PS5, Nintendo Switch, whatever you want to play it on, you can get it on. Now, this is building on the previous entry in the series, Dynasty Warriors 9, but it's taking it back a little bit, back to the campaign map, where you fight battles to expand your territory as opposed to having a full open world. So they're changing things up, but they're learning from the last entry and taking back what was good. It'll still feature the classic 1 against 1,000 battles we know and love from Dynasty Warriors, so keep an eye out for this game when it does drop in early 2021. Well, that's it for us this week on Field of View with Nerd Street Gamers, your weekly dose of gaming news. Now, my health's getting a little high, so let's see if I can't get out of here and find a health container. Oh no!